Jason made $90,000 a year in the US and still felt broke. He was chasing a six-figure salary in the tech industry, but fell into the trap of lifestyle inflation. Despite his income, he felt exhausted, disconnected, and like he was missing real life. Today, Jason lives by the sea in a small Albanian town, spending just $900 a month. It's part of a movement called geoarbitrage, and he says he feels richer than ever before. How is that possible? This isn't just a personal win, it's a financial freedom story, a powerful example of stealth wealth in action, and proof that choosing freedom over paychecks is possible. Jason is part of a growing number of people around the world who are rethinking what it means to be rich. They're not chasing big paychecks. They're chasing peace, purpose, and time. In this video, you'll learn how Jason does it, how you can try parts of it, and why less money doesn't always mean less happiness. A few years ago, Jason lived in Chicago. He worked as a tech consultant and made about $90,000 a year. On paper, he was doing great, but in real life, he was always tired, rushing, and worried about bills. His rent was $2,000 a month. He paid for food, gas, car insurance, healthcare, and more. Even with a good income, money disappeared fast. He didn't have much time to enjoy life. But one global event forced him to rethink everything, and what he did next changed his life. Then the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Jason started working from home and had more time to think. He asked himself a big question. If I'm spending most of my time working, when do I get to live? That's when he discovered FIRE, financial independence, retire early, and the idea of geoarbitrage. Earning in dollars, living in a low-cost paradise, which means living in a cheaper country while earning money online. It made sense. So he made a bold move. It was the ultimate case of downsizing to save money, not to suffer, but to take control. He didn't want to escape life. He wanted to build a better one. And that's exactly what he did. Living well on less. Jason's $900 per month frugal living blueprint. Jason now lives in Vlore, Albania, a peaceful seaside city that's become his cost of living escape and his path to financial freedom through frugal living. It's warm, safe, and beautiful, and life is much cheaper than in the US. Let's look at how he lives on just $900 a month and still enjoys a good life. His monthly budget. Rent, $240. He rents a modern one-bedroom apartment with Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and a view of the ocean. It's clean, quiet, and close to everything. Food, $160. Jason buys fresh fruits, vegetables, bread, and local cheese from farmers markets. He cooks most of his meals and enjoys the healthy Mediterranean diet. Utilities plus internet, $60. Water, electricity, and fast internet are all affordable in Albania. Health insurance, $70. He pays for a global health plan that covers him anywhere in Europe and online doctor visits. Transportation, $10. He doesn't have a car. He walks almost everywhere or uses an electric scooter. No traffic, no gas bills. Fun plus coffee, $100. He enjoys going to cafes, museums, or concerts. A coffee by the beach costs just $1. Savings plus emergency, $200. Jason always saves a portion for future needs or surprises. He believes saving brings peace of mind. Jason still works, but only 8 to 10 hours a week. He does freelance tech work online, earning about $1,100 a month. That's more than enough for his lifestyle. He avoids debt, doesn't use credit cards, and buys only what he needs. His biggest rule is spend on what makes life better. Cut what doesn't. He says he doesn't feel poor at all. In fact, he feels more in control of his life than ever before. This lifestyle isn't about being cheap. It's about being smart, simple, and focused on what really matters. The feel-rich mindset. Escape the lifestyle trap. Jason says he feels richer now than when he made six figures in the US.
But how?
He has less money, right? Yes, but what he has now is something money can't always buy. Peace, time, and freedom. He changed how he thinks about rich. In the past, Jason believed being rich meant having a big house, a nice car, and lots of stuff. But now, he believes being rich means having enough money to live, enough time to rest, and enough space to enjoy life. He wakes up without an alarm clock. He takes long walks by the beach. He reads, cooks, and talks to people without rushing. These things make him feel good inside. Without the pressure of big bills, Jason's mind feels clear. He sleeps better, eats better, and worries less. Studies show that people with lower living costs often have better mental health because they feel safer and more in control. The enough mindset. Jason says, I don't need more. I just need enough. This idea is growing around the world. Many people are tired of working nonstop just to keep up. They want a slower, more meaningful life. Psychologists call this escaping the hedonic treadmill, the never-ending race to buy more and still feel unhappy. Jason stepped off that treadmill, and now he says he feels free. True wealth, he says, is not about the size of your bank account. It's about the quality of your life. Jason isn't alone. Thousands of people around the world are choosing what's called slow financial independence, a lifestyle of living below your means while enjoying life now, not later. They are part of a quiet but growing group called Slow FI, short for Slow Financial Independence, built on the principle of living below your means today to gain time and freedom tomorrow. These people don't want to work until they're 65 and then retire. Instead, they want to enjoy life now while they're still young and healthy. They work less, spend less, and live in places where life is cheaper and calmer. It's not just wealthy travelers or tech workers. It's teachers, artists, writers, and even young families. Some live in places like Portugal, Thailand, Mexico, Georgia, and Albania, countries with lower living costs and good internet. Thanks to remote work and online jobs, many people no longer need to live in expensive cities. They can earn in dollars or euros and spend in places where rent is $300 and dinner costs $5. Life in big cities has become too expensive and stressful for many. Rent, food, and healthcare keep going up. Some people call this group cost of living refugees, not escaping war, but escaping high prices. Online communities are filled with tips, stories, and real-life examples of this new way of living. It's not about giving up success. It's about redefining success, what it means to feel wealthy. Let's look at two people. One lives in New York City and makes $100,000 a year. The other lives in Albania and makes just $12,000 a year. Who is richer? Most people would say the one making $100,000. But if that person is paying $3,000 a month for rent, working 60 hours a week, and always stressed, are they really rich? Jason says no. He believes feeling rich is more important than just being rich on paper. He has fewer bills, more time, and less stress. He can walk by the sea, take naps, read books, and enjoy slow mornings. That's what feels rich. Jason has met others like him. A retired teacher in Ecuador living happily on $700 per month. A young couple in Vietnam raising a child on $1,200 per month with help around the house. An artist in Bulgaria who supports herself with one small Etsy shop. They all say the same thing. It's not about how much you earn. It's about how you live. Sometimes, living simply in the right place with the right mindset can make you feel richer than any six-figure paycheck ever could. You don't have to move across the world to live better, but you can learn from Jason's story. Here are some simple steps to try. Find your enough number. How much do you really need to feel safe, happy, and free each month? Cut fixed costs first. Lower rent, fewer bills, and less debt give you more breathing room. Start a small online income. Teach, write, design, or consult. Many jobs can be done from anywhere. Try a 3-month test. Visit a cheaper country or a quiet town and see how it feels. Spend on what matters. Don't cut joy, cut waste. Remember, this lifestyle is not about being poor. It's about being smart with your money and your time. The goal isn't to escape life. It's to design one you don't need a vacation from. Jason didn't run away from stress. He downsized, simplified, and chose freedom. By spending just $900 a month, he didn't lose anything. He gained freedom, peace, and time. In a world that tells us to work harder and buy more, Jason chose less and found more happiness. You don't need to be rich to feel rich. Sometimes, the secret is living simply in the right place with the right mindset. Maybe it's time we all ask ourselves, what does rich really mean? If Jason's story inspired you, hit like, share this with someone dreaming of escape, and subscribe for more real-world financial freedom video every week. So maybe the real question isn't how to get rich. It's how to feel rich by focusing on enough.